Hello, good afternoon and welcome to this year's Close Finance Muratti semi-final at Mount Hale between Alderney and Guernsey. We've just had a rather horrible couple of minutes squall of rain, but it seems to have calmed down a little bit as the teams line up for the pre-match presentations. I did feel sorry for the Alderney mascots who getting rather soaked by the little torrential downpour we just had, but hopefully we've got a few technical issues, but hopefully you can see enough of what's going on to enjoy the stream. So my name's James Feller, I'll be your match commentator today. So the teams have been announced. The Guernsey team lines up as follows. In goal is Josh Addison from GFC. There's a back four of Dave Rehoy, Jamie Dodd, Brad O'Regan and Dave Merris. So three of those from GFC, and Brad O'Regan centre back for Prio League title campaign contenders Vale Rec. In midfield we have Tom Dodds, Matt Loring, the informed Matt Loring, and Charlton Govine. And up front, Jacob Marston Pipe from Vale Rec, Keen Domar from North, and Brandon Wallace from GFC. On the bench for Guernsey are Zach Gilman of Sylvans, Zach Batiste of Rangers, Archie Drillo of North, James Ravenscroft from Sylvans, River Marsh from North, Nick Batiste, Sylvans goalkeeper, and Max Simpson-Cohen from Rovers. The Alderney lineup is James Taylor in goal. The back four is Sean Malloy, John Adamson, Dante Walker and Jason Atkins, the veteran Jason Atkins. Midfield, Andy Adamson and new Romanian arrival Cosmin Rotaru in midfield. So in centre midfield with Liam Connor and Jamie Blackham wide. Josh Concannon will be holding in that midfield, and Jermaine Parry is moved from his normal midfield role to play at centre forward. So I'm afraid we've got the rain starting again. The ball won't even sit on the centre spot. It really has. The wind has picked up in the last hour or so, and we'll have to hope that the showers are indeed squally as was forecast. Anyway, we're off. Concannon plays a rising ball out to the left, but it's picked up by Guernsey, and Dodd takes it away. Guernsey happy to keep possession in their own half for the moment. Alderney will know how crucial it is not to concede an early goal here and to try and stay in the game for as long as possible. In the league they've made rather a habit of conceding early goals, which hasn't helped the form. Rio tries to play the ball forward, but he's playing against the wind, and John Adamson and Concannon deal with the situation. John Adamson again with the clearance, but the wind will just take that easily through to Josh Addison in his fluorescent green. Loring comes deep to pick up the ball from midfield, drives forward 10 yards and tries to play a through ball, but there's no striker there, and that ball runs through to James Taylor, the Alderney police sergeant. One of two 40-somethings in the Alderney team today, but he's been in good form this season when he's played. There'll be a throw into Guernsey to be taken by Dave Rehoy in front of the Guernsey bench. As you can see, looking at the benches, look at the Alderney flags above the Alderney bench and realise just how strong this wind is today. O'Regan almost overruns that, entices Parry in for the challenge. Rotaru tries to find Jamie Blackham, but doesn't quite manage it. Rio sweeps up. back to Addison. So Charlton Govine wide right, his first touch of the ball. He was the match winner 2 years ago, scoring twice that day. Finds Jacob Muston Pipe, but Dante Walker comes away from centre back with the ball. Rotari's across to dispossess Domal, and it's the Guernsey throw. Rain starts to come down again. All very unfortunate for the big Alderney crowd here. Nobody wants to stand out in the rain, and the bar area is packed. Dodd goes forward, takes the aerial route. Atkins gets his head on that. Doesn't fully clear it though. And here's Govine out on the right wing, or left wing, sorry. Puts a cross in right footed. Ball rolls out harmlessly for a goal kick, but as you can see the danger of the wind post there. Govine curling that cross into the wind, and the ball's hanging up, not making it easy for a defender to obviously try to clear the lines. Walker to take the goal kick for Taylor. Oh, and again the ball won't sit still in the goal area. So I'm going to dig a hole to place it in. Taylor might have to hold this for him in a moment. Rotari flicks it on towards Merris, but he's able to comfortably let the ball run out of play. Merris again with a throw. Back to Dodds. Guernsey will be comfortable keeping the ball there, with just Parry up front for Alderney to press the play. And the sun's out again, I'm pleased to say. The rain has stopped for a moment. Govine again down the left, taking on Malloy. Goes past him. Connor's back sweeping up, and he finds Parry under challenge from Merris, but he comes away with the ball. He's holding it up, and he finds Andy Adamson, who tries to set Connor away. Liam Connor, the youngest starter in today's Alderney side, though Rio Bowditch from Guernsey, from St Martin's, is on the bench, and he last week played in the junior Muratti for Guernsey. Alderney get the throw. Malloy to take. Oh, Malloy penalised for a foul throw there. Merris with a legal one that finds Dodd. Malloy stops Wallace in his tracks there. There's Concannon giving Domal a hard time. Atkins comes across to sweep up, and it's a Guernsey throw. 2 years ago, Guernsey would have used every one of these attacking opportunities to bombard a long throw into the box. It didn't particularly work that day, and today they seem not to be pursuing that as an option early on. Wallace trying to be clever there, and now it's Govine. Cuts inside again, chips the ball in, but Taylor's there to claim. Also the president of the Alderney FA and FC, Taylor. That's gone very high. Parry can't keep it in, and it's another throw. Rio taking it easy at the moment. I wonder if he'll be trying to push on. Oh, Dodd pressed that out of play. That's an Alderney throw on the halfway line. Wonder how long it might be before Dave Rehoy starts to push forward from right back, and no doubt he's been selected as part of a plan for Guernsey to get numbers forward and stress Alderney in that way. Malloy with the throw. Finds Parry. Doesn't hold it up, and he pulls down Wallace. Obvious foul and a Guernsey free kick.
Now I can sit on your shoulders.
You can sit where you like, Rob.
Loring finds Dodd. Dodd goes long, but plays the ball straight to Walker, who again goes over the top. Parry can't make that one. Addison goes for a little run around, keeps the ball in play, and finds O'Regan. So no real flow to the game at the moment at all. Both sides trying to adjust the conditions. Loring finds Marston Pipe, but John Adamson controls him well. He's hassling Dodds, but Dodds keeps possession. O'Regan back to Addison. Guernsey happy to be take their time here. Addison now goes long, but Rehoy venturing beyond the halfway line, he can't keep that in, and it'll be a throw for Alderney. Just in front of their coaching duo there, Alan Adamson and Rob Kirkland. Rob Kirkland's first Muratti. Alan Adamson has had plenty of big match experience in this competition. O'Regan under pressure from Parry, back to Addison. That ball's hanging up in the air and nobody can get it under control. Andy Adamson pushes it forward. Maris gets there first ahead of Connor, but again the ball just goes up in the air, and Andy Adamson wins it again. Finds Concannon, who's out wide to Connor. Malloy to Atkins, but that's rather just a hopeful ball forward, leaving Guernsey in comfortable possession. Rehoy. Short little ball to Marston Pipe. It's had a good season for Vale Rec. We're hoping to pick up a Prio winning league medal at the end of the season. Dodd has had more of the ball than anybody else in this game quite comfortably. This time O'Regan tries to go long. Finds Govine, but Malloy was smart enough to block his attempted through ball. Dodd in the back of Parry there, and the young Jersey referee Harry Curtis, very accomplished performer despite his age, and he gives an obvious foul there. Parry rubbing his back, and Concannon, who's very useful dead ball kicker, will take this, but with the wind as it is, might even be worth a shot. Instead he's going to go for the far side. Atkins is there, but he doesn't win that. Rataru, as an effort, gets a slight deflection, but comfortable for Addison. Bowls the ball out to Meris on the Guernsey left. Oh, so O'Regan caught out by Rotaru. Parry has a go from distance. Oh, and it makes Addison scramble. That's the first meaningful effort of the game, and a decent effort.
I won't argue with you.
So it's the first corner of the match after 13 minutes. Josh Concannon's going to take it for Alderney. He was in charge of the Alderney team last time these two sides met 2 years ago, when Guernsey won 2-0 courtesy of 2 goals from Charlton Govine. Both scored at this end that Alderney are attacking at the moment. So Concannon to swing this ball over, a short not being an option. Goes long, it was Connor there, one of the smaller players rising for the challenge. But Wallace brings it away for Guernsey, and Marston Pipe is onto it. John Adamson is quick, he's got ball there, and that will, I suspect, be a corner. Yeah, and it is given as a corner. So John Adamson probably the quickest Alderney player there, and he certainly needed every inch of his speed to catch up with Jacob Marston Pipe. But now Guernsey with the corner. Again, Govine tries an in-swing out, and it's Parry, who's back from centre forward, who sweeps up in front of his goalkeeper. He's making progress up the line, but that ball's gone out of play. Jamie Blackham there trying to pick it up. He's had no real impact on the game, playing on wide left of the Alderney midfield. Meredith finds Domar. Back to Loring, who goes out wide to Marston Pipe. Just keeps that in play. Good touch there, but he's under pressure. Oh, under pressure from Adamson, but the foul is given. The assistant referee Luke Nerak agrees with Harry Curtis, and that's going to be a dangerous Guernsey free kick. And with this swirling wind coming in from the Guernsey right, Taylor might need to be at his sharpest to keep this out. Just 2 in the wall for Alderney. Meris, who would swing this in left-footed, and Domar standing over it for Guernsey. Rehoy loitering with intent on the edge of the box and is not being picked up. Anyway, it's Domar. Swings it in, but it doesn't beat Concannon. Heads it away to Dodds. Comes forward. But as shots go, that's one he won't want to remember. So 15 minutes gone. We're Alderney 0, Guernsey 0. And best chance of the game has fallen to Alderney. Jermaine Parry's 25-yard effort, leaving Josh Addison scrambling and pushing aside for a corner. But that's been the only real effort of any significance on goal so far. Walker bringing it out for Alderney this time. Goes long, but Loring picks it up and only gives it away to Rotaru. Tom Dodds closing down in the midfield there, and Malloy ends up conceding, or only winning a throw-in from that possession. Good crowd on the touchline there. You can't really see them on the stream, but it's quite a decent number in for one of the big days out in the Alderney calendar. There were children wearing Alderney replica kits in St Anne today. Malloy goes forward but only finds Wallace. Adamson hooks it back into the midfield where Connor picks up. Rotaru again. Finds Adamson and finds Parry. Good tackle there from Adamson. But Rotaru is snuffed out by Meris, who goes wide right to Rehoys. Comes forward, plays the long ball through. That's a dangerous one. But Taylor is quickly out to the edge of his box to collect. Domar does well there, but only ends up playing the ball into Walker. Good positioning from the Alderney centre back.
Bring it back next year. Yeah.
Regan back inside to Dodd, and Guernsey very comfortable just playing this ball around the defence. Finds Merris, advances on the left hand side, cuts inside Connor, plays the ball back into the middle to Dodds. Rio looks an option wide, so does Marston Pipe, with Adamson there rather tracking Govine. Marston Pipe gets a little break. Oh, came inside to Loring there, but he's been in great goal scoring form for GFC this season, but on that occasion his shooting boots rather let him down, and that was a weak effort, easily cleared. Guernsey throw, and this time we are going to see a long throw from Dodd. The Alderney defence is not the tallest. And Dodd's long throw has been something of a weapon for Guernsey FC this season. He's going to give it a go now. Low and flat, but doesn't beat Rotaru as the first man, but he can only head it out for a corner, which Merris is going to go and cross to take. That's a better ball in. Govine heads it down into the ground and against the crossbar, and then Alderney win the free kick in the scramble after that as Parry goes to the ground. So Govine nearly again the thorn in Alderney's side at Mount Hale. Oh, we've got some replay technology here so you can see that one again. Govine rose highest, got the header in, but rattled against the crossbar and out. So Guernsey's closest effort to scoring there. Walker gets some good distance on the goal kick, in fact too far, and that's easily going to run away for a goal kick at the other end of the pitch. Shows the strength of the wind. Dodd goes crossfield long looking for Marston Pipe, and he gets there ahead of John Adamson. Walker stretches but doesn't get very far, but then that ball goes out of play as Govine picks up. So Govine currently appearing everywhere, as you would expect. He was the dominant player over here 2 years ago. As I said, scored the 2 goals that day, but also really proving just how dangerous he is for Guernsey. Again, Guernsey back off. Taylor allows Walker to come forward with the ball. He goes long, finds Parry there. Blackham is trying to chase that ball, can't quite get on it, and Dodds sweeps up. Alderney warming up a couple of their attacking substitutes there, but I'm sure it's a bit early to contemplate any change. That ball rattles off Parry's shins, but Rotaru sweeps up. Adamson tries to claim the foul but doesn't get it, and Guernsey break with Govine. He tries to find Domar, but he was offside, so it'll be an Alderney free kick. Which Walker again will take. Get a few spots of rain coming back. I was relieved to see we hadn't had any rain for about 15 minutes, but Maybe we'll do another squall. Addison this time goes long, straight down the centre. Walker, did he get a nudge from Domal? Anyway, missed the ball, but Loring gives it away and John Adamson picks up. Straight into his own player, which didn't help much, but this time Walker goes long. Adamson sweeps up and Parry was offside anyway. Play a short one and here's Dodd. Contrary out to Merris, finds Wallace. Domal gets between defenders there, so he had a good chance, but that first touch was heavy and Taylor was out quickly to pick up. Taylor goes long, but he hasn't got right connection on that, and that's going to worry the scaffolding outside the clubhouse more than the players. Parry ploughing a rather lonely furrow up front there, but working hard for his team. And Alderney picked that up again, and Adamson finds Connor with a little bit of room to move into, but he goes inside. Oh, dribbles past Loring, but can't get past Dodd. Jamie Blackham tussling with Jacob Marston-Pipe there and wins the throw for Alderney. So 25 minutes gone now, still no score. Adamson, but straight to Rehoy and be another throw. Josh Concannon picks up from Addison, gives it ball back, but Marston-Pipe is quickly in, Rataru in for Alderney, and here's Concannon. Beats one challenge. Jamie Blackham, that's a good cross. Connor's in behind Merris. Oh, rather unnecessarily goes in Addison there. But yeah, moment of concern there for Guernsey. Where Liam Connor just getting in behind the player coach Dave Merris. But just that heavy touch giving Merris the chance to recover. Referee Harry Walker's going to have a word with Connor. I don't think it's going to be any more than that. Addison limping around a little bit, but goes short to O'Regan. Gives it him back, and the keeper looks a bit worse for wear, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Merris tries to go long, but gives it away. Adamson picks up. Govine takes it off him. And Govine starts to go through the midfield. Josh Concannon half tackles him, and somehow between Malloy and Atkins they clear. Andy Adamson to Connor, but Merris clears his lines. Atkins under pressure from Domal. Oh, and Atkins has brought him down. Domal's speed worrying the veteran, and he's picked up a yellow card for his troubles. So Charlton Govine will take this free kick, right-footed. In this wind, a ball hanging up in the 6-yard box could be seriously concerning for the Alderney defence. Connor and Jamie Blackham in the wall. So Govine and Rehoy standing over it. I'm sure it'll be Govine who takes it, and indeed it is. Puts it in low, but Andy Adamson, the Alderney captain, was there at the edge of the 6-yard box, and he heads it out for a Guernsey corner. Well, maybe not a corner, but the fact that Dodd has gone to pick the ball up. Suspect this might be a throw. However, looking at the strength of wind on the corner flag, he'll struggle to make much impact with a long throw here. But he's looking for Govine, who's marked by Malloy. Finds Govine. Slips away from Connor. Govine trying to claim a foul off Jamie Blackham, but instead Alderney win the throw. So Malloy with the throw in, looking for parry, under pressure from Wallace. So going to get the throw. Govine, will he react quickly? No, leaves. Oh, goes back to Dodd. Oh, Dodd managed to pick out Govine between two midfielders. Govine looks to go wide right, but Malloy cuts in front of him and Adkins clears. Dodd takes it down. Ball looping forward there. Adkins gets his head to it but can't clear his lines very well, but Malloy does well. Finds Connor. Crash tackle, sends the ball back inside. Rotari's running around with one shin pad in his hand. I think he'll need to get that sorted out when the play next stops. But here's Dodds coming forward. Finds Loring. Loring busy, tries to slip in Jacob Marston-Pipe, but he wrestles John Adamson to the ground, and that's going to Alderney free kick. Rotari needs to get some tape. I must admit the Alderney socks are somewhat of the baggy variety. There's absolutely no need to cut any holes in the back of an Alderney sock, I can tell you from personal experience. And so a little bit of tape I think does wonders for him, and it'll be Alan Adamson, the Alderney coach, is trying to do some running repairs. Walker delays the kick enough to get Rosario back into the game, and it's an Alderney free kick. Walker goes long. Dodd wins that header to clear. That's going to run out for a throw in front of the fans in front of the clubhouse, and Malloy will take. Andy Adamson lofts out forward. Parry gets the knockdown, finds Rotaru. Tries to find Blackham, but it was just out of his reach. Here's John Adamson from left back. Cuts forward. Dodds picks him off. Concannon does nicely there. Finds Andy Adamson. And Connor now. Connor up against Brendan Wallace. Cuts inside. If that was a shot, it's turned into a decent pass to Jamie Blackham. He's going to take on Marston-Pipe. Gets forced back, and Adamson gives it away to Loring. Adamson tries to bring him down, but Loring, crossfield ball, but it was slightly too pacey for Wallace. John Adamson goes into the book for that challenge on Loring as he tried to break away. Looks like we might be having one of those squalls again. Certainly the wind has picked up. A little bit of rain. Rehoy goes long. over Malloy's head, picks up by Govine, else a shot. Oh, but he was given offside. So another Alderney free kick. Our picture quality holding up as the rain starts to come down. Malloy finds Parry, holds it up well. Under pressure from Wallace. But Wallace eventually comes free with the ball. Goes back to O'Regan. Rioy moves forward into Domal, who dropped off to receive. He finds Dodds out to Merris, but that's got too much on it. And it's where the true bobble effects of Mount Hale comes into play there. Combination of wind and pitch conditions, never going to be easy to play. Flowing football. Parry flicks on this time, but it's only to Dodd. Sorry about the picture quality at the moment, but as the rain comes down harder, it's tougher for us to give you some decent footage. But Malloy with another throw. Certainly hasn't had any shortage of throws. The rain gets stronger. Alderney with another throw. Parry does well under pressure. And it's an Alderney ball once again. Now, I'd have to say these conditions are verging on the horrendous. Don't fancy my chances of a flight home tonight if this stays like this. Govine comes away with the ball, but Andy, Kincannon picks up there. Andy Adamson gives it away. And here's John Adamson, finds Blackham, tries to play John Adamson in again. O'Regan comes across, under pressure from the Alderney left back, but he wins the goal kick. So rain lashing into the faces of the Guernsey players here and the backs of the Alderney players. Dodd receives a short ball back to Addison. Won't be much encouragement for him to go long in these conditions, but he is going to go and do that. Tries to find Wallace, but Govine takes it away from the young winger. And another Malloy throw. Adamson has been diddled there by Govine, who tries to set Domal away. Is he going to keep it in play? He does. He's up against Atkins. He goes back to Wallace, but Malloy is in there, and Atkins finishes the clearance job for a Guernsey throw. Oh no, Guernsey goal kick. So 8 minutes remaining of this half. Alderney will be delighted to have held Guernsey at this stage. Guernsey, apart from that one effort from Charles and Govine, hitting the bar with a header, that bounce into the turf, up and against the crossbar. Haven't really threatened very much. Parry beats Merris to that ball, flicks it on, but again there's nobody really there. Dodds tried to see the ball out under pressure from Connor. And it's a goal kick. Dodds tries to go inside to find Wallace, but Rotaru picks up. He's had a good game, the Romanian. Govine comes in against Adamson, wins that ball. Merris plays down the line. Here's Domar now. Atkins tracking him. Malloy cuts back inside. Domar tries to find Dodds or Govine, but it's cleared by Alderney comfortably. O'Regan picks up. I'm pleased to say the rain has largely stopped again. And here's Loring. Tries to go long, but there's nobody there, and Taylor can claim that with ease. A little bit of time wasting from the Alderney stopper. Suspect though that Alderney are having the better of the conditions in this half, and in the second half they will be under pressure with the wind as well. Taylor finds Rotaru into Concannon and to Adamson. Tries to go out wide to Connor, but Wallace picks up. Wallace playing more centrally now at the moment. Can't get that ball through Rotaru, and Malloy wins that one. Rotaru to Concannon, who goes out wide to Connor. Tucks back inside though, the right winger, and O'Regan picks up. Finds Wallace. But even Govine's touch lets him down there. Ball out for a throw. Concannon forward to Rotaru. Adamson, tried to find Concannon there, gave it to Domar and fortunate to get away with it. Concannon made sure he get ball and man there, and Domar goes down, wins a free kick from referee Walker. Domar staying down, Govine staying down, but doesn't look like he's going to get any treatment. He's probably going to take this free kick. Oh no, Govine walks away from the free kick spot, so we have Rioy and Merris standing over the ball. Now it returns to the pitch. Looks like Merris shaping up to take the Guernsey player coach. And he does, sweeps it out to the far side. The ball holds up in the wind, doesn't make O'Regan, who's climbing on Rotaru, no free kick given. Parry clears. Merris goes all the way back to pick that up, take the throw. Certainly throw-in fans won't have been disappointed by the action that's been on offer so far this afternoon. Merris inching forward from left back to Dodds, to Dodd. Dodd comes forward, he's got half the pitch to run into. Govine, face up by Connor. Finds Wallace outside. Wallace nips in. Finds Loring now, under pressure from Concannon. Goes down, comes back to his feet, no foul given. Is Govine on the touchline. Parry wipes him out, it's an easy free kick. Govine takes it quickly, and it's Merris to Dodds. Dodds gives Merris a little bit of space down the left hand side. He goes long though, and that's rather hopeful and indeed rather hopeless. And that's a goal kick.
1920.
Time ticks on, 43 minutes now. No goal, wouldn't expect much added time. Just had a couple of minor injuries and an awful lot of throw-ins, but I doubt if much time will be added on for that. Walker, good long kick, finds parry again. Connor's after that one, but he won't have much chance of getting it, and indeed doesn't. So it's a Guernsey ball. O'Regan goes long, but Concannon picks that out. Jamie Blackham tries to find parry, but there's too much on that. And another goal kick. Once again, Rotaru having sock and shin pad issues. As he'll need some running repairs at half time. He's taken both shin pads out at the moment, but here's Merris on the ball as the sun breaks out, and that's nice to see. Van Govine on the touchline, tracked by Andy Adamson, comes inside, parry nicks it off him. Concannon finds Connor, but tries to find parry, but that ball's not precise enough, and Dodds picks up. Dodds to Wallace, faces up to Connor, comes back inside. Dodd picks up, Parry decides not much point chasing that. Merris, so he's taken down by Parry there. Wallace keeps control, but Harry Walker hesitates and then gives the free kick, and it wouldn't surprise me if Parry picks up a yellow here for that. It was a rather cynical challenge. Instead, I think he gets a final talking to, so he probably won't get away with another one of those. Anyway, here's Merris moving forward from left back, tries to play the ball down the touchline. Domar makes that run, but all to no avail. Ball's out for a goal kick. So into time added on, as I say, I don't think there'll be much. So the wind's still quite strong, but when the sun's out, it's not a bad little day here today. Just afraid when the wind comes, it's pretty horrendous. But as Dodd meets Walker's goal kick and finds Marston Pippo, a little bit of space in midfield, but Adamson picks that up. Rotaru tries to set Parry away, but O'Regan picks it up. Rotaru again chasing hard, now puts Merris under pressure. Merris tries to go down the line, but Connor picks up. Try to get into Parry, doesn't quite manage it, and it's an Alderney throw. Malloy comes up to take. So Malloy with the throw in for Alderney. Rotaru receives it, finds Parry. Parry tries to cut inside, he's under pressure from Dodds. Andy Adamson, but eventually green numbers were way in and Loring clears. Wallace finds Dodds, who goes forward. Andy Adamson's picking that one up. Oh, Walker, nice bit of skill to beat Wallace. And he goes forward to almost finds Parry. Doesn't quite. Guernsey throw. 2.5 minutes played, extra now. Addison finds O'Regan. Back to the keeper. And referee Walker decides he's had enough for the time being, and that ends the half. And so it's half time here at Mount Hale. Alderney 0, Guernsey 0. The Alderney management team will definitely be the happier of the two. They've put in a robust effort. I had one reasonable chance from Jermaine Parry, which Josh Addison had to scramble to push around the corner, or push around the post of his goal. And Guernsey's best chance, really only significant chance, falling to Charlton Govine from a corner, where he headed the ball into the ground, up and onto the crossbar. James Taylor was beaten in the Alderney goal, but ball resolutely stayed out. And so at half-time, we're goalless. So I'm just going to leave you for 10 minutes or so, and we'll be back in time for the second half. So thanks for your company so far. Bye for now. Welcome back to Mount Hale, where the Guernsey team are out, the Alderney team are just coming out, and it's half-time in the close finance Muratti semi-final. It's Alderney 0, Guernsey 0. Alderney have had given a good show themselves in the first 45 minutes. One chance really to each side. Charlton Govine coming closest to a goal, hitting the bar with a header for Guernsey, but otherwise Guernsey have been pretty well contained by the home side. And it's it's been not a particularly entertaining contest, but an enthralling one nonetheless. So I can attest that the wind is still blowing as strong as ever. I can just see the breakwater through a small gap in the distance. The sea has been coming over the famous Alderney breakwater for most of the morning. At least it's not raining. So we've got bright sunshine, but a gale blowing down the pitch in Guernsey's favour this half, and we're off for the second 45 minutes. And it's Rehoy on the ball for Guernsey coming forward. Adamson goes in with the sliding tackle and wins. Parry loses out to Loring, and it's a big scramble in centre midfield, ended with Matt Loring attempting from 30 yards, and James Taylor comfortably can see it go into the gorse behind his goal, where a child rescues it. Taylor wearing a cap in this half now because of the brightness of the sun. Dante Walker still taking his goal kicks, and this will be interesting to see how far Alderney can get these kicks to go. Again, problems with the ball actually staying static on the spot. And that ball goes nowhere at all, goes about 25 yards forward. It's Josh Concannon who picks up for Alderney. Dodd gets there on his clearance and heads it out of play, so Alderney will have a throw on the halfway line. That's Josh Concannon getting his head to that through ball from Jacob Marston Pipe. So it's Dave Rehoy with another throw, and once again looks like we'll be seeing a load of throw-ins down this side of the pitch. Parry is snuffed out by Rehoy, and his Dodd's trying to move forward under pressure from Ritaru. Jamie Blackham, and Rehoy finds O'Regan, finds Dodd, and here we go again. So Dodd moving forward from left-sided centre-back, plays the through ball, Govine picks up, but he ghosted offside. The Alderney defence knew it, the striker didn't, and it's a free kick for the home team. Quick whiz you through the lineups. So Alderney is Taylor, Malloy, Walker, Atkins and John Adamson, Concannon, Connor, Andy Adamson, Ritaru, Blackham and Parry. And Taylor having to hold the ball now for Walker to kick. He gets some decent distance for that one, but Parry and Blackham leave it to each other, and that's going to be a Guernsey throw. Ball lost in the crowd momentarily. Crowd tight to the pitch here as Rehoy plays inside to Loring. Back to O'Regan. Dodd tries to go out left to Merris, but Connor's across, but he can't quite get his touch right, and it's another throw. Dodd's going to go for distance here, and he has gone long, and Govine's picked it up, but only plays it into Atkins, and the super veteran clears his lines towards Parry. O'Regan puts it back in. Wallace under pressure from Madison, finds Merris, goes across. Domar, nice touch, shapes to shoot, but doesn't shoot. Govine again. Oh, there you go. And once again, it's Charlton Govine who is making the difference for Guernsey up at Mount Hale. So, funny old session of play. Domar worked himself an opening and slipped. Dante Walker then picked it up to clear, and he slipped. And it's Govine who picked the ball up. And from the edge of the area, he has made that count past Taylor's right hand. See Govine just working the chance for the shot, and on the pivot into the corner past Taylor, and that is the goal that Guernsey were looking for. 48 minutes, and it's Guernsey 1, Alderney 0. So Alderney will have to try and push forward now. Adamson throws that straight at Marston Pipe, and it's out for a throw in. So good territory for Alderney. Concannon goes across to take this one. Rotaru and John Adamson showing. Concannon picks it up, goes to the byline, tries to get his crossover. Oh! So Alderney fans, they think they've scored, but they haven't. The ball's ruled to have gone out of play on Concannon's cross. Liam Connor coming in at the far post and heading into the corner, but it's no goal. Walker picks that up, but miscontrols, and he's gone into Wallace. And now we've got, so Walker takes Wallace down. Addy Adamson kicks the ball at him. It's a yellow card to Walker. Wallace is getting back to his feet. So with this wind back in Govine, he'll think he has a decent chance to at least worry Taylor. And as Dodd stands on the ball to stop it blowing, Govine to strike. But so you've had a question on the live stream. There haven't been any subs made at half time, so the two teams are unchanged as they started. So O'Regan tries to play forward, but only into Rotaru. Concannon picks up, but can't do anything with it. Marston Pipe sets Govan free down the right. He goes for the first time cross. Walker was across there. Jamie Blackham back to Walker, to John Adamson. Alderney playing nicely to get out here. Adamson under pressure wins the foul off Marston Pipe. So Alderney now have 3 defenders on yellow cards. Walker tries to go long, but that ball holds up terribly in the wind. Dodds plays it forward. Walker meets that ball with his head. And Guernsey win the free kick from referee Harry Walker. So it's Rehoy now with the free kick. And again, he can't get the ball to sit on the pitch. Goes short. Loring picks up. Tries to work himself an opportunity. Goes inside. Is Merris. Shoots left-footed. Got a deflection from Walker, but Taylor, under pressure from Domar, comfortably holds. And he will clear his lines. Look for distance. Whether he'll get it in this wind is another matter. And he doesn't. It gets picked off by Marston Pipe. Finds Rehoy. Rehoy tries to go down the line again to find Govine, who does well to keep it in under pressure from Walker, and he's beaten Walker and Adamson. Gets to the byline, puts it back in, but Andy Adamson's there to meet. John Adamson picks it up and Walker will clear. Parry putting O'Regan under pressure but loses out. Here's Marston Pipe again going down the Guernsey right up against John Adamson. And he's gone past him. Low cross in. Domar almost gets there under pressure from Malloy, and Taylor picks up. Wataru finds Parry, tries to set Blackham away. That ball is overcooked. Oh, and we're going to get a change. So the first substitution of the game, and Alderney bringing on Joe Blackham. So he plays for Vale Rec, top of the Premier League. He's replacing Liam Connor, who's had a decent game on the right hand side for Alderney. So Joe Blackham has one great asset, which is pace. O'Regan, oh my God. Well, O'Regan fluffing a back pass. Addison air kicking. Here's Parry now, just played in by Joe Blackham, and in the end Alderney only win a throw. Well, that's probably the biggest stress that Guernsey have been under, and it's entirely self-inflicted. O'Regan there with a misplaced back pass, held up in the wind and under a little bit of pressure. Addison nearly completes one of those foul ups that he'll wish wasn't televised, but it almost was. Alderney have that possession. Joe Blackham. Oh! Goes past Loring. He's taken down. He's going to get the free kick in a dangerous position, edge of the box. So Joe Blackham making an immediate impact. Just coming off the bench there. Josh Concannon will take this free kick, and he has a very useful dead ball delivery. This looks like this will be one of the better chances for Alderney to get back in this game if they can manage it. Seems to be very difficult to get a ball onto the pitch. And it's Jamie Blackham goes all the way back in his own half to pick it up. So Josh Concannon has 5 players to aim at in the box. Rotaru and Jamie Blackham on the edge. So Josh Concannon put it into the box. Through the wall, but Merris heads it clear, and now Domar facing up against Malloy and Adamson, and it's John Adamson who wins out, and it's a throw in for Guernsey. Guernsey quick to try to punish Alderney on the break with numbers. Domar against Malloy pulls it back. Loring there inside the box, and he will feel he should have done better than that. Screws it wide of the far post. That was a decent opportunity for Guernsey. Keane Domar doing some good work there in possession to make the chance for Loring, but he's been on fire in front of goal for Guernsey FC, but not today in the colours of Guernsey FA. Walker, poor kick, and Govine picks up just 20 yards out. Plays inside, but Malloy is there, no green shirt. But Malloy screws that out for a throw in, which Dodd will take. So Guernsey going long. So Jamie Dodd, a long throw, and that has gone long, and it's in. So that long throw, Taylor came for it, didn't connect, and I suspect that has hit an Alderney defender and gone into the net. The replay will show us. So Dodd's long throw, say not really a weapon in the first half, but suddenly now with the wind slightly behind it, a big danger. Number of Alderney players going for it, and I'm pretty sure that has come off John Adamson for an own goal. So it's a Guernsey 2, Alderney 0 on the hour. So that brings the score back level to where we were 2 years ago when Guernsey won 2-0 over here. Charlton Govine with both their goals that day. Today we've had a Govine goal and an own goal. So Jason Atkins there, tussling with Govine, brings him down. And Guernsey will have another dangerous free kick. Govine tries to go. Govine tries to go quickly there, but Joe Blackham beat him to it and won the free kick. It's Rotaru now to parry. Cannon finds Adamson, but Govine, or no, Brandon Wallace nips in there. Tries to set Marston Pipe free on the right hand side. He goes back inside, curls it left footed, but Taylor takes that. Referee Walker stops the play. He's checking Charlton Govine. So physio comes on. And Govine getting some treatment for a head injury there. Well, looks like the running repairs on Govine have been completed. He goes off the pitch to come back on again in a couple of seconds' time. Referee drops the ball for James Taylor and we're off again. Oh no, Govine's still getting a bit of treatment on the touchline there. So 63 minutes gone. Taylor goes wide, finds Parry, tries to find Blackham, but River Marsh has come on for Guernsey. So he's immediately in the action, but that comes off Rio, and that's a throw. Here's Blackham. Tries to set Parry away, but that's overcooked, and that will just be a goal kick, or ball just hits the corner flag and goes for the goal kick that Guernsey wanted, I suspect. So the Guernsey change, River Marsh has come on for Brad O'Regan, and Tom Dodds has dropped back into the centre of defence, and Marsh is playing in his normal holding midfield role, which he occupies for North, where he's been the captain for some time. So well-deserved cap for the North captain. Been in a number of Muratti squads, but hasn't always made the pitch. Quite often he's been the only non-GFC player in the squad. Addison struggling to get the ball to stay still as he prepares for a goal kick. Best try and take that quickly. He is going to get on with it. Oh. And the referee lets that go, and I think wisely so, otherwise we'd be spending all day just re-spotting dead ball kicks. Parry wins it, ball goes out for a throw. Rio goes long, tries to find Govine. Challenge with John Adamson. And Alderney win the throw. John Adamson will take. And he finds Parry, he does well to find Blackham. Adamson again goes through the tackle of Marsh. Finds Concannon, does well. Adamson. Govine goes down, looks like he was wrestled off the ball, but anyway, Guernsey coming up with it. It's Matt Loring taking on Concannon, and it's John Adamson who gets the block in for a Guernsey throw now. Rio back to Dodds. Parry and Blackham now will have to work together as a pivot up there to put Guernsey under a bit of pressure. That ball goes over the top of Concannon. Atkins struggles, and it's Govine who's got away. Tries to put it in the far corner. Taylor gets there. Taylor again with his feet. Only to Govine is Atkins who gets the block to send it out for another corner. Taylor under a lot of pressure there, and Govine already had two opportunities to score. So Guernsey pressure building, Merris to take this corner. Suspect he's going to look to swing it in with the wind. Could even end up going under the crossbar here. Alderney defending this zonally. So they got 7 guys in the 6-yard box or just outside. And they do go for the goal, and Taylor had to tip over. In fact, he hasn't got the touch. It's been given as a goal kick, but an obvious tactic from Merris to try and curl that straight into the net, and it nearly paid off. So halfway through the half, we're Alderney 0, Guernsey 2. Walker, that's a good kick under the circumstances in this wind. Adamson, Rotario does well. Concannon finds Rotario on the turn, good ball through. Dodds is going to get there before Parry, I think, and he's going to try and see it out for a goal kick, and although Parry puts in the challenge, he is going to get that goal kick. Oh, and we've got changes coming, and it looks as though Guernsey are going to change their goalkeeper. Whether that's a serious vote of confidence in everybody concerned, but Josh Addison is making way, and Nick Batty, Sir Sylvan's goalkeeper, is going to earn a Muratti cap. So 21 minutes to go. Addison is somewhat hobbling off. He hasn't really shown much discomfort. He was fouled early on in the piece by Liam Connor, but anyway, so whether it's an injury, tactical, or a kind donation of a cap, but anyway, Nick Batiste is in the goals for Guernsey. He's been a consistent performer in the Premier League over the last few years. A lot of people will say this call-up has been deserved. He's got 20 minutes to show what he can do at this level. Anyway, he kicks through, Rotaru picks up, back to Concannon. He sets Malloy away down the right hand side. Malloy into Joe Blackham, but he's immediately under pressure from Meris and win the ball back. Concannon finds Joe Blackham. Blackham tries to get a cross in. Dodds makes a rather hash of the clearance, left footed, and it goes out for a corner. So Blackham has a Muratti goal, one of only I think a handful of current Alderney players who have a Muratti goal. I know Jason Atkins has one from 11 years ago, and he's making his way into the box now to try and see if he can add to that. He might be a target. Cross goes in, but it's easily headed away by Wallace. Malloy there, surely been fouled by Marston Pipe, not given. Adamson though is into on Domal, and then Domal pulls Walker back by the shoulder. He's incredulous a free kick is given. I don't know why. He believes that he's exempt from fouls, and indeed then he goes and stands on the ball. I'm surprised referee Walker doesn't do a little bit more about this. So anyway, Concannon will now take this free kick. Five to aim at in the box. Parry is on the far side. Concannon goes for goal. Batiste. Oh, Batiste gets his hands on it. Not particularly convincing. Him and Dodd leave it for each other, but eventually the keeper picks up in some comfort. Alderney might think that was a chance spurned, but anyway, Batiste goes long, or tries to go long with the kick, but he's only picks up Concannon. Under pressure from Wallace and Marsh. No foul there, says referee Walker. And here's Domar going down the left-hand side, tracked by Atkins. Loring now. Oh, Andy Adamson, a wild hack. John Adamson only puts that up in the air. There's Wallace. And the ball harmlessly runs out for a throw. "20 minutes to go. Great to see the numbers that the stream has been getting this afternoon. Thank you for your time to tune in with us. Currently we've got more than 300 on. It's great to see where people are watching from. This is not just a Channel Islands thing, this is certainly a global game as far as people are concerned. Loring tries to put the cross in there from the right, but it just floats harmlessly over the crossbar. Taylor able to leave it. Walker goes to the halfway line. Parry goes up with Dodds, but it's Dodds who wins the header, and that's going to force John Adamson all the way back for a throw in. Alderney going to make another change, and it's an Alderney debut. So Rio Bowditch, St Martin's player, has an Alderney grandmother, I believe, and he's been an Alderney fan back in the day. And he's going to get a first Muratti cap for the Northern Isle. Cosmin Rotaru's coming off, the Romanian, not long in Alderney. He's had a good game today, but he's probably had enough for today, and so Bowditch will give some fresh legs for Alderney. Normally plays wide right for St Martin's, whether that's in attacking or defensive sense, and he's settled into a wide right position with Joe Blackham, who looks like moving more into the middle. So Adamson with a long throw, tries to find Parry, but he can't. That floats out of play. Dodd goes long with his throw. Can he have better luck? Well, he finds Govine. Of course, his first touch is fantastic, takes it down comfortably. Adamson then, rather reckless, brings him down on the edge of the area. right on the edge of the area. And Alderney will be under pressure when this dead ball is taken. So see, we've had viewers from Pyongyang and Hong Kong so far, so if anybody else is further flung than that, we'll be pleased to hear from you. John Adamson getting a talking to. His brother is there with him, the Alderney captain, maybe trying to intercede on his behalf. Adamson is on a booking, but it's Merris who's going to take this left-footed. Alderney have only two in the wall. Walker on the edge of the 6-yard box, nobody on the near post, and that could be a pressure point for Taylor if Merris tries to curl it in, which I'm sure he will. The wall is warned to keep hands down. Merris to take, and he does go hard and low, but it's Walker gets the block, and then Dave Rehoy it was who came across with a volley that was sweet but slightly too high. It's great to see so many tuning in, as I said. A lot of them, I think, coming from Alderney, and we're getting some good response from Rydunians across the globe. So you're all very welcome to join us today. I'm sorry from your point of view that we haven't got slightly better news for you, but Alderney have put up a game performance today. 15 minutes to go, the 2-0 down. There's Walker with another good kick, and Parry flicks that on, trying to find Blackham. Joe Blackham, that is, but he can't make it. Rehoy to Dodds, and back to Batties. Parry put him under a bit of pressure, and Batties gives it away. Concannon picks the ball up. He's 30 yards from goal. Goes sideways to Andy Adamson. Finds Malloy at right back. He's been pretty consistent all season, but that wasn't a pass that he'll remember. Rather gives that away, but Taylor collects the through ball and goes long. Parry's going to target for that, and he wins that well. And there's Joe Blackham taking on Rehoy, but he was offside. Parry coming back for an offside position to win the ball. Assistant Luke Nerak giving that decision, and so it'll be another free kick for Guernsey. Well, Guernsey will feel today that they've done just enough. They've, will have, one suspects, succeeded in what they came to do, which was to win the game. But rather like the performance 2 years ago, nobody will be particularly happy with the performance, apart from Charlton Govine, who once again has lit up Mount Hale with his performance, and he truly is the difference between the two teams. So Walker to take yet another goal kick. It's not been a flowing game, but there's aims for Parry, but Rehoy picks it up, finds Marston Pipe. He's had a decent debut for Guernsey today. Domar wins that ball, cuts inside, he's under pressure from Jamie Blackham, and goes back to Merris at left back for Guernsey. Merris floats that in long, Taylor's coming for it, decides to leave it. Marston Pipe keeps it in, taking on Adamson, crosses left-footed, and Taylor has to be alert at his near post, scrambling save, pushes it around the post, and it's going to be a Guernsey corner, which Merris is coming across to take. So one of 3 40-plus individuals on the park today, Merris, and it looks like he's going to play the full 90. Merris is taking it, Jamie Blackham guarding the near post for Alderney. He floats it long. Taylor's there, under pressure. So Taylor there, under pressure from Govine. The ball hit the bar, rebounds out, and it's Domar who's first to react and slots it home. So it's Guernsey 3, Alderney 0. Keen Domar, his first senior Muratti goal. He'll be pleased with that. Rather step back from the GFC ranks this season. He's been playing with North. Been playing well. Hasn't probably scored the goals that he would have wished for, but he'll be very pleased to have got one today in the green of Guernsey. And it's Alderney 0, Guernsey 3. Concannon finds parry, lays it off to Adamson. Under pressure from Marston Pipe, and that's a blue throw. Well, should have been a blue throw, but it's been given green. Walker comes across and cuts that out. Rio, he goes inside. Marston Pipe under pressure from Concannon. Oh, and Joe Blackham wins that, but back in green with Rihoy. Tries to play it across, but it's Dante Walker who comes away with it. Oh, tries to set Joe Blackham away, but doesn't manage it. Loring skips past Walker. Now Guernsey on the attack again. Rihoy in his much more usual position, attacking wide. And Loring has picked that up, cut into the box and shot across Taylor for 4-0 Guernsey now, and this is more like it from a Guernsey point of view. Good finish from Loring. That's very GFC form. So Walker gave the ball away there. Rihoy set away down the right, cut the ball inside, and there was Loring appearing from nowhere, skipping onto it and firing hard and low across across Taylor. So Jamie Dodds has done his work for today, so he's coming off. Another opportunity for a North defender. So it's Archie Drillo is coming on for his senior debut. He's been very consistent performer, only 20 years old now. He's been a consistent performer for North over the past 2 or 3 years. Had a good season again at centre back, and now gets a chance in green for the last 10 minutes. Adamson takes that off Marston Pipe. Loring there trying to set through Rihoy, but he's overcooked that one. That's out for a goal kick. See, Max Simpson-Cohen has come on for Guernsey as well, replacing, I think, Brandon Wallace. So he's come on the left-hand side. Again, consistent performer for Rovers over the past couple of years. He's played his part in Rovers winning the Premier League last year, and although they're now behind the 8-ball competing with Vale Rec, he's still been a consistent performer for Rovers this year. Domar nicks that one off Adamson. So last few minutes going to be a bit of a slog for Alderney. Govine takes down Concannon there, so that's an Alderney free kick on the halfway line. Concannon wondering what his options might be. Instead he goes short to Adamson, skips past Loring and finds Parry. Out for a throw. Joe Blackham there is under some stress from Dodds, but the defender clears his lines up the touchline. Be another throw to Alderney. And we're going to have a couple more substitutions. So Alderney using their outfield bench. So Andy Lawrence is going to get a run out. Veteran striker, he's going to replace Jamie Blackham. Well, John Adamson is also going to have the last few minutes off the pitch as the Oh, Dean Carre is coming on in his place. So Dean Carre, quite often the Alderney goalkeeper, but has been playing well at left back in home games when James Taylor is available, and so he's going to get the last few minutes outfield at left back. So he finds Lawrence there, but Lawrence's pocket is picked by Loring. Walker does well. Concannon under pressure from Govine. Not sure if that's a high foot and a handball from Govine, but certainly the high foot into Walker is going to, one suspects, win Alderney a free kick. Dante Walker brushes it off. Govine apologises. Everybody's friends, and Concannon will take the kick. Parry comes across the box and almost picks it off. Dodds there. Dodds forced to head out and concede the corner. So youngsters trying to get on the actual match ball as Joe Blackham prepares to take this corner. In fact, Dante Walker's going to take it. Green shirts seriously outnumbering the blue in the box. That's hanging up in the air. As Govine there, of course, is the one to clear. Dean Carre tries something very ambitious with his left foot, and least said about that one, the better. Concannon there takes the ball off Marston Pipe. Great cross from Parry. Blackham just can't quite sort his feet out, finds a bit of space. Here's Bowditch, and he scores! And Rio Bowditch has scored on his Alderney debut. Nice goal for Alderney. He's delighted. And it's Alderney 1, Guernsey 4. So nice build up there across the area. Parry to Blackham. Blackham found Bowditch, who was left rather unmarked, and that's a confident finish. So Alderney gets a goal. That's the first goal in Muratti's for a couple of years. In fact, first goal since Muratti's have restarted since COVID. So 2017, I think, was the last time that Alderney scored. Simpson Cohen there tries to find Marsh, but the ball's cut out. Back to Merris. Merris chips forward, it's out of play, and he'll take the throw. So last few minutes here now at Mount Hale. Alderney 1, Guernsey 4. Andy Adamson puts Stonewall on his backside, and Guernsey get the free kick on the halfway line. Here's Govine. Finds a little bit of a gap, almost sets Simpson Cohen in. Marston Pipe tries to curl it into the bottom corner, gets a deflection. Guernsey. I thought it was a Guernsey corner, but it's a goal kick. I think Alderney are going to try and make one last substitution, but I'm not sure if they're allowed to. Okay, well, it's happening. So Sean Malloy is coming off. Steve Concannon, former Guernsey Muratti player and Alderney stalwart for many years, played for Guernsey as a teenager. Very impressive performer then and now. So he comes on for Malloy. He's going to get the last few minutes, as he tends to do with most league games based in Alderney. And he's straight in the action. Up wins a header. Atkins holds off Domal. Back to Meris. Parry fouls him there. I think that's a Guernsey free kick. So see James Ravenscroft has come on for Guernsey at right back. Another Sylvan's captain, being a very consistent player for them over the years. It's a young team that he's involved with, that he leads, and they've had a really good season. So he'll be proud to pick up this this cap today. Anyway, Meris to put it in. Govine is the target. Taylor goes up for it, but Kare, in the end, no connection made, and Kare has to put it out for another corner. So another late assault on the Alderney goal. Guernsey 4-1 up. Moving into added time, Meris comes across the pitch to take. So Meris left-footed, puts this across, tries to float it towards or into the goal, but it goes harmlessly over the top. Taylor allows it to float over. Walker aiming for Concannon, goes up with Marsh. Marsh wins that. Josh Concannon playing it forward to Joe Blackham, nods it inside. Stevie Concannon tries to pick it up, but Govine picks his pocket. Dean Kare takes it off Josh Concannon. A bit of untidy play at the moment, but Josh Concannon to Atkins. Walker, he's under pressure. Oh, he does well. Goes past Loring and Domal. Concannon goes to Andy Adamson, but Max Simpson-Cohen fouls him. So we're into added time. Couple of minutes to go, and it's Walker who's going to take this. Alderney pack the box. Atkins goes up from the back, and that ball won't sit still. It's rolling around. So Walker drives it in. Oh! So everybody goes in, but the ball rolls harmlessly out of play. Batiste goes short, finds Drillo. And he finds Simpson-Cohen in a bit of space. Got Domal ahead of him, and he finds him. Atkins is caught, and is Loring running through. And it's Bowdish who gets back. Great tackle there. Oh, then gives it away to Domal, tackles him again. Oh, there's a crunching challenge there, but Joe Blackham comes away with the ball. Blackham paces his asset and he's racing away, but he can't escape the clutches of River Marsh. Govine back to Meris, floats that forward, and that's going to be a Guernsey throw. So again, Rio Bowdish, youngest player on the pitch, does showing his worth for Alderney there on his debut. Concannon back to Walker, under pressure from Govine. Who else wants something to say? Lawrence is beaten in the air by Drillo. And here's Simpson-Cohen. Sets Govine away. He's got two options. Rioy and Domal, but the ball out of play for a goal kick. 4th minute of added time now. Wouldn't be surprised if this was it. Concannon tries an elaborate flick, but that's out of play for a throw. Ravenscroft to take it. Goes back to Dodds. Batiste finds Domal. It's done well today, the North striker. Here's Concannon. Rioy does well, take it off him. Govine's dummy, Domar is through, goes past Walker but can't get past Atkins. Great covering tackle from the defender. Simpson Cohen beats Adamson, but Atkins clears that towards Fort Albert. And referee Harry Walker says we've seen enough, and that ends this year's Muratti semi-final. A good competitive game, all the action really in the second half. Alderney will be pleased to have scored their first goal for a few years, but Guernsey, an early goal in the second half from Charlton Govine, once again the outstanding player on the pitch. Then an own goal when Guernsey failed to deal with a long throw from Jamie Dodd, and then 2 goals later on, putting probably a deserved gloss on the performance from Keane Domar, sharp finish in the box, and then Matt Loring showing some of his GFC form this season, finishing on Dave Rehoy's assist. However, there was still time for Alderney to craft their best move of the game, and indeed the goal that move deserved. Joe Blackham substitute setting free fellow substitute Rio Bowditch, and the 18-year-old cut in from the right hand side and shot high into the net. So there ends our coverage today in Mount Hale in this year's close finance Muratti semi-final, where the final score is Alderney 1, Guernsey 4. I've been James Fuller, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you again hopefully in 2 years' time.